You need to make money for your client as fast as possible. Otherwise, he will just leave you. He won't pay you any money because he just doesn't respect you, and because people only care about you if you can provide some sort of value for them, if you really are able to get some results for him, which either means you make him more money or which either means you generate more leads for them. So that's why we will talk about fast launches in today's video, guys. We will talk about how you can make money for your client as fast as possible, maximum of 14 days, even less, if you are a fast and hardworking worker. And yeah, guys, we will talk about fast launches. This one is going to be very interesting. Let's go straight into the juice. So, disclaimer, this is not important if they tell you what they want, guys. If they tell you, yeah, just make me a landing page, yeah, you got money, you don't need to do a whole ass launch, you know? So sometimes they know what they want, you know? And that's why, as I've already said, you just provide this service that they want for them. If they want even more and stuff, you can, of course, like get more space to really get some stuff going into this business. They will give this space to you if they think you can make something for them. But you have to do it as fast as possible, otherwise they don't respect you. So you want to gain leverage as fast as possible. As I already said, otherwise they won't care about you at all. So you need to get them results as fast as possible. I'm repeating myself. We do that by utilizing fast launches, guys. That way you can make your client money in a maximum of 14 days, as I've already said. So yeah, you guys should know by now what a launch is, guys. I've explained this to you tons of times, launches and funnels and stuff. If you don't know what this means, go to the video. Copywriting is not that important, I believe that's the title, so go check this out. A launch is a big marketing push with some kind of a special offer. This is like the very simple explanation for this. And now for you as a copywriting freelancer, you have to understand that there are 3 different types of fast launches. And the first one being, we will get straight into the source, guys. You know me, I'm not doing any fluff in here. We will go straight to the source, the webinar launch, guys. So the goal of the webinar launch will be getting huge sales on a special offer that you brainstorm with your client. So of course, the money you make with the client, the amount of money you make, depends on the size of his audience and if you decide to run extra ads or not, or if it's just like an organic webinar. So yeah, this completely depends on you. So yeah, and the client. The execution of this particular goal and this particular launch will look something like this. Excuse me. Creating an email sequence first. So of course, they will get emails after they opt in for the webinar, which will be step number 2, creating a landing page, like an opt-in where they go onto the page and yeah, they opt in because there is nice copy and nice testimonials and stuff. And after that, you of course have to increase the show rate for the webinar, which is why after creating the whole landing page, the whole copy, the whole backend and stuff, you can do this with a funnel builder, a website builder, whatever you desire, right? You have, of course, you have to create an email sequence, so you increase the show rate. Post-webinar, meaning after the webinar is done, you will, of course, have to send out even more emails with like the replay, with like the link, so you can actually buy the program and stuff. So it's all about creating an email sequence and also about creating the landing page, of course, so they can opt in for this particular webinar, guys. And you have to do this fast because, guys, you will never have worked this hard in just a few days before because you have to gain leverage on your client as fast as possible, guys. This is not a walk in the park. So it's best to go all in on this for your first client, maybe even make some errors or like fails on the way. This is completely fine, guys. You will close even more clients on the long run. Don't develop this kind of one need this. There will be always more to get. And after that, you set up templates and stuff so you can make future launches even faster. So yeah, I have all of my stuff very templatable so I can launch webinars and stuff as fast as possible. Yeah, create a landing page. We've already talked about this. And after that, you will help them brainstorm about the angle of the webinar. Meaning if it's like some sort of a fitness coach and he wants to do a webinar, or you like pitch a webinar to him, he can talk about the, I don't know, fat loss method, whatever his specific unique mechanism is that he talks about. Because like most generic fitness creators don't get lots of followers. They almost every time they have some mechanism, special technique they talk about, so they don't get like the yo-yo effect where you like gain all of your weight back and stuff, you know, all of this salesy stuff. All of these mechanisms, so you can brainstorm some sort of an angle, an actual the topic of the webinar, like the whole pitch, the whole angle, what the webinar will look like. And yeah, of course, you can also tailor your landing page to this particular angle of the webinar. By the way, if I'm talking too fast, just feel free to pause the video. After that, you give them a presentation outline for the webinar, meaning you don't give them a script, a whole ass script for the whole webinar, because they have to talk. And first of all, it would take way too long. And secondly, you have to give him an outline, which is way better than just creating a whole script, because he has to say all of this in his own authentic voice. If you like shove a script down their throat, they will just yap nonsense and stuff, and they of course have to generate their own sentences in their head so they can talk fluently and not like a robot. So yeah, only create the outline, never the script, guys. Very important. Yeah, if you don't know how to do this, if this sounds hard, you can copy other successful webinars, meaning if you didn't already do that, go check out other webinars, try to understand the structure from them, like maybe you record the whole webinar for yourself and implement this particular structure for your coach, so you get a broad understanding of how this whole big video, the whole webinar, which is a sales funnel in and of itself, really works to make some money for your client, After that, after like the webinar, of course, after the pitch and stuff, there has to be another type of sales page, if it's like a low ticket program, so they can buy the program, which you also have to create, of course, and like the copy for it as well, the backend stuff. Or if it's like more of a high ticket thing, you have to create the type form, or you have to create like the whole call funnel, meaning the landing page. Not a sales page, either a landing page with like no price point on it because it's high ticket. So you can actually, of course, funnel them to the next step and really get them on calls or get them to buy the program, because of course they have no option to buy in the webinar, right? Yeah, that's the next stage of the funnel. And optional for the high ticket, you can do the setting and closing as well, but most likely they will do it themselves or actually have some sort of a setter or closer already in their team. So yeah. Set up payments, of course. If your client doesn't do this already, he probably will do this. But yeah, you, of course, have to collect money somehow, right? I know this is very fast in here, guys. It's very oversimplified, but I want to keep this as straightforward as possible. If you have more questions to this, you can, of course, always answer those questions to me in the comments, or, of course, ask those questions in my school, so you can actually, get some personal feedback from me. And ultimately, you make money. And let's get straight up to the second launch, because I'm already yapping for a very long time now. The next fast launch will be the lead magnet funnel. It's always about making money or generating more leads. So the lead magnet funnel can also be pulled off in 7 to 14 days. So yeah, goal, generate more leads, and you can also warm them up after you have generated them for your clients. So the execution from this will be, you brainstorm a good lead magnet, which is either a free video training or an ebook, If it's a fitness guy, it can be some sort of a top 5 recipes ebook or something, A free video training can be explaining the mechanism of some dropshipper, for example, meaning the mechanism on how to get viral reels organically or something, Always some kind of mechanism, Just talk about the business, about like the... Actually, dropshipping in and of itself can be a mechanism, because it's a mechanism to generate money for yourself, So yeah, brainstorm this one, and after that, you can create this ebook yourself, or create the outline for the video training that your client records. So, of course, the client has to record the video training for himself, but you have to do the outline. You never do the script, you always do the outline. He can, of course, also create the ebook for him self, but you can write the outline for this, or you just trust his gut, because he knows what he's doing. He can decide this for himself, and he just makes the ebook for himself. So of course you have to create the whole lead magnet, right? So you can actually publish it on the site. You create a squeeze or landing page for the lead magnet, so people can actually opt into this whole thing and like get this per email, And yeah, you also do the backend for this, the copy and stuff. It's much to do. I understand this, guys. If you have questions, ask me. After that, after they opt in for the whole thing, you of course have to send them the video training or ebook per email, meaning you create a whole email sequence that sends them the lead magnet, but also gives them more mails with like value and ultimately pitches them to your client program at the end. So you don't just get more leads, you even make more money with, warming people up to this whole thing. And yeah, so that's why at the end of this whole email sequence, you funnel them to the evergreen sales page or landing page. Evergreen, by the way, just means always available, like, evergreen funnel. These are always accessible, so people can, of course, always buy. Or a type form, if you don't want to do these two things, if it's like some sort of a high ticket stuff where people have to apply. So they ultimately can sign up for the program. That's how you of course have to funnel them at the end of this whole email sequence to this next stage of the funnel. So the next people can sell them in the setting and closing, or your sales page can handle all the payments for you. So it's always, of course, the last step is always setting up the back end and actually making money with it, actually being able to collect some cash. So to the third one, which will be one more after this, evergreen funnel. I've already explained this to you. It's always available, but this one is a particular evergreen launch funnel that only works for unmonetized creators, guys. Goal, browse his whole following and make money, because all of these people are so warmed up after such a long time following this creator. Now it's on you to browse his whole following and email list and stuff and make money with them, because they are hot. They want to buy from this creator for a long time now. Setting up an an evergreen funnel. One more disclaimer for this. If they just want a simple landing page, you do a rebranding or some sort of another copy for this, of course, it's fine if they are unmonetized, because essentially if they are already monetized, because essentially it's just about improving the conversion rate then. But if you are talking about because conversion rate is not good for a launch, that's why I didn't include it in here. The evergreen funnel is the whole launch, making money in 7 to 14 days if they are unmonetized, But of course you can always improve copy and stuff and write new things, but I don't consider this a particular launch that you can make money with fast. So if I talk too fast here, might as well slow down the video. Goal, browse his whole following and make money. Execution for this whole thing will be you create a sales or landing page for the guy. And that's already the first step, of course. You understand all of this by now. It can be a simple funnel or a pretty website with just branding. And this completely depends on the niche, guys, because some niches need a very high, cool branding website, beautiful pictures and stuff, animations. If you don't understand the difference between a funnel and a website is always with animations and better branding. A funnel is always without automations, a way more simple version, without animations. I said automations. Sorry for all of these slack ups in this video, but I don't want to cut too much in here, so you actually see I'm also just a normal human being. Yeah, it depends on the niche, guys. So for some high value men's coach, you have to do some sort of a website. For some guy like me, a simple, straight to the point copywriting guy that teaches you how to make money with this stuff, it will be a simple funnel, because you know what you are getting with me, and my expertise, my value speaks for itself. So I don't have to have a nice website with some kind of a smoking on, no one gives a shit. So after that, for the whole landing page, you have to write an outline for the VSL on the page, so you can actually, of course, video sales letters are very important to improve the conversion rate. Most people are very lazy. They don't want to read the copy. They want to watch a video so they can get sold on this whole project, on the whole program of yours. You write the outline. You don't write the script because you don't want to make your client seem like he's talking like a robot. Yeah. Of course, you again set up the backend so you can collect the payments and stuff. You set up the funnels and everything, so everything really works on the technical side of things. So last one will be the email retarget launch. This one only works if they have a big email list in place. Browse his whole email list to make money. That's the goal. Execution will be, you understand it by now, guys. Brainstorm a special offer. Some sort of instead of $2,000 his high ticket, now it's $1,000 for a whole, whatever niche it is, skincare masterclass, $1,000, whatever. you brainstorm a special offer, you create a one-time email retarget sequence that funnels them to a sales and landing page. Of course, these have to like warm them up and tell them about mechanisms and stuff. So they have to be really valuable and like testimonials in there and stuff. And they funnel these people to the sales and landing page, which you also have to create, of course. And then you set up the backend again, the payments and stuff. And yeah, that's already it. I know it's a very oversimplified thing. If you have questions, guys, I didn't want to make this video too long because it's all about fast launches. So I also want to help you guys as fast as possible. If something was very hard to understand, ask in the comments, ask in my personal school, which you can see like right in the end here. If you have questions, just join my free inner circle. You can see like an outreach masterclass in there. It's 2 hours long. It will help you get your first client in the next 4 to 8 weeks if you already have like the whole service delivery side of things dialed in. Only 60 people in there, still pretty early, guys. You will get huge value in there. You can ask me questions, almost like a paid mentorship. So yeah. Join in there, guys. This will go to 1,000 people. It will get pretty big, the school, because I am still early, but I will help you guys actually make some money because most gurus out there don't really know how to actually get results for you guys because their methods are outdated, and that's why we maximize opportunities with the high value approach. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Sorry for the quick yapping in here, and I hope it was still very understandable. Of course, it was oversimplified, but I will quit yapping now. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.